This season series 2-1 Lakers. This is the final meeting of the year. And the makeup game from January. And a foul on Vanderbilt, who then pushed. And then look out, look out, look out! Sohan and Vanderbilt. Well, Vando pushed him, then Sohan threw the ball at him. Neither one of them were violent acts at all, those first two, and then all of a sudden they pushed at each other.
Well, obviously we're going to have double text, probably, and I think maybe they'll have to figure out who really did initiate all of it.
All right, here we go.
That's the first foul. There's the foul.
Right now,
and then there's the push, and there's the throw, and then there's a two-hand shove.
Under further review for a player altercation.
I was going to say the foul, then the first push and the throw, they weren't anything, but then Vando went in for more.
Anything to lengthen the game.
No, they're playing hard underneath. I mean, without question, Vando pushed him. Without question, Sohan was throwing the ball at him. And then there was a lot of chirping.
There's no question that both parties are guilty. Now, who's going to be ruled as the most egregious guilty party? The first push, and then the ball being thrown may take precedent.
Yeah, that was Vando's going, that's a disrespect factor if you're throwing the ball. That's exactly why he went and pushed Jeremy.
After the personal foul on Vanderbilt, it's been determined that the actions of number 2 for LA and number 10 for San Antonio's during the dead ball, they'll be assessed fighting technicals and ejected from the game. We'll go point interruption. The San Antonio will inbound at the free throw line extended.
Well, fighting technicals are automatic ejections, so.
It wasn't much of a bout, but. And we figured this was going to be the outcome. I mean, you just, you know.
It was so much of a not a bout that even Floyd Mayweather didn't even stand up to look.
After the fact, Floyd stood up. Yeah, now he's standing.
He just wanted to stretch his legs after the fact. He said, what are they doing? They know nothing about fighting.
And he's going to dribble this one out. Kenny Atkinson and the Cleveland Cavaliers is Thompson right at and the boos ringing out for Tristan Thompson getting the two-handed slam. A little bit surprising. 131 to 108, and Tristan Thompson now headed back, and there's some words here, and everybody trying to separate. Scotty Barnes saying something to Tristan Thompson, and Darko now standing that way. And this is one of the things about this building, like a lot, the teams actually head down the same tunnel. They do not go to separate tunnels, and we thought that Tristan Thompson would have dribbled that out. He did not. And the Raptors, you understand it, they take exception to it. But this game was won early on. They led by as many as 39, and the boos in the building. And Thompson smiling now, kind of go, you know. And so now Mark Davis over there, and they're going to try to make their way back to the tunnel. And Mark Davis still having a word, and they're talking about, do you go the other way? And if you go the other way, then that's back toward the Maple Leafs locker room. They let the Raptors go. Now Scotty and Tristan having a word, and there's RJ Barrett. And Tristan's going to go to the right, as you see there, down the tunnel. And much to do about nothing at this stage.
Exactly, a whole lot of nothing.
And Tristan's going to head to the visiting locker room.
Now Neesmith. Little pull-up jumper, left it short.
Is that a flagrant? He's out. He may be out. Oh no, he's done. Because Brian was getting ready to get up and go after him. And they're trying to make sure pace of players stay on the bench because you can't go out if there's any kind of potential altercation. But Beef's still.
He's got to be done.
Bryant.
Quinn, he's got to be done. I mean, there's no way you can keep him on the floor.
You see, coming up. Yeah, that's a flagrant. He's going to get all kind of fines. He'll get a fine for that, too.
Yeah, there's no place for that.
Excuse me a second. That's a flagrant, too. I'm telling you, a flagrant, too. And he's got to get fined because he hit him above the shoulder. Sorry, partner.
Yeah. I mean, he had 1 in 10.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Watch that. Yeah. He needs a little anger.
The ball finds Dame. Back to Giannis.
It's aggressive.
Look out.
This is what we talked about. You got some guys out here, trying to make an impression. And that's Josh Giddey. He's been in the league. This is his 4th year. Giannis catches the lob over the top. And this is, a situation where you just almost concede the layup. And they come down with the overly aggressive foul, a jersey grab. Not sure what kind of history these two might have from international competition, but a lot going on there. You're doing too much, Giddey. Doing way too much. Watch how hard Giddey comes down to prevent Giannis from going to right here.
That's what I thought.
Now, what does Giannis do in this moment?
And then he
see that little bit? I don't know. That he's trying to get him off him. I don't see anything overtly worth calling a hostile act. It's a push. It's a push. It's a grab.
Follow review. We have a defensive foul on 17 for Chicago. And
Randall going at Crowder. The fadeaway. It's good. 21.
Rudy's trying to be in 2 places at one time.
Gobert inside, fouled by Crowder. And Crowder arguing with Courtney Kirkland. And again, we appreciate that development.
But they're talking a lot of smack.
Yeah, I'm talking a lot.
He and Jay Crowder have been, they probably have a long history, too.
They're having a full-blown conversation while Gobert sets up for the free throws. You can tell they have a history. But going back again.
Rudy's like, you tell him, Julius, you tell him.
When you go back to the Toronto game where Gobert was winning the ball inside, and that time Julius.
You notice all these different sequences have different guys on them, and took him right to Jay Crowder.
Fox quickly ahead. Monk stops, lays it in. 8-point lead with 1:26 to go. And what a reversal in this ball game.
Some big plays defensively. Drawn a couple charges.
Crowder.
Oh, nice crossover. Brown gets the finish. Beautiful move on Antetokounmpo. And did Brown just do you're too small? Those two had a little something going on. Brown's going to get hit with a technical foul for taunting. Can't point at a player. The last time they played, the two of them went back and forth with each other, both during and after the game.
Just a little right to left crossover. The too small is the first time, but he got away with the too small.
Let's see. Jaylen Brown, really playing with his food here. Oh, that was something. You got to see that.
Lillard hits the technical free throw. Yeah, they missed that. I mean, Giannis throws a flying elbow at him.
Yeah, watch this. So there it is, better angle. Come on.
right. Brown's got a right to talk to him after that.
Van Vliet comes up with it, goes to the corner. That one in and out. And a whistle and a foul.
Mike, remember that sound we played? It's a little bit of scuffle here.
Everybody quickly gets between them. It was great work by the coaching staff and the officials. Going down the other end for free throws with 40 seconds remaining.
You can't have this game, these two teams, without some sort of extracurricular. Happened the last time out.
And there should be. These are two teams that if someone told you for the next 3 to 5 years will be battling in playoffs, they are headed in that direction. I love a good tussle.
Now watch Şengün.
Oh, yeah, that was extra.
Goes at Wallace there. Wallace responds. And then, of course, the teammates join in. Winds up being much ado about nothing.
Double technical, you think, here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
92 people came on the floor to prevent anything from happening. I like both players not backing down.
I mean, right from the opening tip, it just seemed every pass, every dribble, every shot was contested. Both these teams.
Morant takes the foul, so the Grizzlies can make the substitutions. And Morant with words that Brooklyn took exception to. And now Schroeder getting into it with Taylor Jenkins.
Technical foul on the 12th foul. Technical foul on Coach Jenkins. Technical foul number 17, Dennis Schroeder.
Technical foul on Dennis Schroeder.
We got a technical on Taylor, technical on Schroeder, a technical on Ja.
So here's what they gave a foul, and Ja was talking in the direction of the Nets bench and Jordy Fernandez. And Jordy came over, and it looked like he and Taylor Jenkins came to an agreement. That's when Schroeder crossed over, and that's when Jenkins had something to say, and the officials caught the end of that.
Well, I think Jordy Fernandez was talking to C.J. Washington at that point, obviously going back to prior or right before halftime, and then Dennis Schroeder coming from behind. And I think this is where, yeah, all of the back and forth exists. I'll say this much, however you want to look at this. This Brooklyn
appears to be quite a bit of bad blood in the building. 135-119. Grizzlies get the win tonight. And Dennis Schroeder, Jordy Fernandez, and Taylor Jenkins trying to sort out their issues. And both teams getting a little too close for comfort as streamers fall from the rafters. So your finals 135-119. Grizzlies salvage one of the three against Brooklyn this season.
Hero and Amin Thompson locking up. Oh my goodness.
Gets thrown to the floor. Here come both benches. And now frustration's boiling over. And both teams red hot. Amin Thompson and Tyler Hero went after one another.
Frustration is right. That is 100% frustration. Van Vliet tossed earlier. Amin Thompson locked up.
And Ime Udoka was just ejected. I think Ben Sullivan, Rockets' lead assistant coach, may have been ejected. I've never seen this.
I mean, we've seen a whole lot more from the Rockets to be ejected. And
Ime and Ben Sullivan are now going to join Fred VanVleet.
This altercation will be reviewed as per rule.
Ben Sullivan and Ime Udoka have both been tossed. Fred was just ejected after the 5-second call. And then...
yeah, there's a lot in this tussle.
And then the tussle. And this needs to be adjudicated and worked out. A lot of stuff go on here. So very late, inside of a minute left to play here at Toyota Center. So much going on.
So Amin Thompson locks up with Hero. He tosses Hero, and then I think it's Rozier goes in. So watch Amin Thompson. He points. It's on the bottom. He's walking with Hero. Not sure who says what. He's going to match up here. Let's see what happens. He bumps him, a little bump back, little pull, lock up. That's natural. Tosses him, and then
Rozier got on top of Thompson, and then both benches emptied. Caron Butler got thrown down.
Now you see Jovic still moving around. Highsmith was somewhere in there. And the question is, the referees are going to look at, were guys flying in to incite more, or were they trying to pull these guys apart? And you see Amin Thompson, they lock up. There's the toss. Yeah, that was Rozier who dives in after Amin Thompson. Now
somebody threw something in the vicinity of the Heat bench too. Probably from the stands. Have no idea where that came from, obviously, because it was off camera there.
No Rocket players leave the bench or go over Jeff Green standing.
Another angle. Threw him down. Jovic. Rozier coming in there. There's Highsmith.
I think Highsmith and Şengün, they're pulling people out of there. And I think Jalen Green went to jump on Rozier to keep him from Amin Thompson, who was on the floor at that point.
And then ultimately, after all of that, both Ime Udoka and Ben Sullivan were tossed from the game.
Fox one-on-one with Pippen. Sabonis screens. Fox rejects the screen, throws up a wild shot. Grizzlies able to keep it in play. Grizzlies an opportunity for the lead. 4 minutes into the fourth. Pippen drives. Whoa! Got grabbed by the head by De'Aaron Fox.
That's got to be a flagrant foul. He doesn't make a play on the basketball at all.
And tempers starting to rise.
The problem, I understand where Desmond Bane is coming from. You see your teammate get his head grabbed that had nothing to do with basketball. Of course you're going to respond to it. I mean, watch this here. This is nowhere near basketball.
Plays under review to see if it meets criteria for a flagrant foul.
A head grab? I don't know what else you call flagrant.
So I guess give Atlanta a little bit of credit for getting back.
Oh, two-man game. Gobert with authority. And now we've got some scuffling going on. Gobert and Okongwu.
Atlanta can't lose him. You don't have a lot of players in uniform anyway. So Rudy gets the dunk. Onyeka Okongwu talks a little smack right there. Whoa. Which is Rudy. So he's the instigator. And Jaden
McDaniels came in there like, no, we're not doing that. So double technicals assessed by the officials after Rudy Gobert dunks on Onyeka Okongwu. And Okongwu pushing the chest and push back, and that's all it is. By the way, Robert Hussey's pretty strong.
Robert Hussey did a nice job.
I'll
tell you, did.
He's strong.
The best referee engagement I ever saw as a player. You're a Norm Powell fan.
I am. Booker missed the layup. Randall the rebound. And now the Wolves firmly in the driver's seat. Alexander Walker, and is tapped out of bounds. And it'll be Wolves ball. 7-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Alexander Walker has been brilliant off the bench tonight. And the Wolves are going to call one more timeout. Oh, McDaniels.
Royce O'Neal
with the finger right towards Devin Booker. Now we'll see what the call is going to be here. Devin Booker's right in the middle of your screen. McDaniels talking to Royce O'Neal. And then now it's directed towards Devin Booker.
Lillard, step back three, way off. The Bucks are going to empty their bench. Next whistle is Giannis tripped up. And he does not like what Sohan did, or Castle. It's him and Castle now. Sohan, and the bench has to stay off the floor. Coaches are allowed on. That's been a change this year. They can be peacemakers. Matt Nielsen, Spurs assistant coach, in there. Giannis hit the deck hard, didn't like it. At first thought he was mad at Sohan, but I think he's mad at Castle. And Middleton saying, just go back to the bench.
Perfect time for Doc to sub in the reserves.
Yeah, well, it wasn't Sohan. So some tempers flaring late in the fourth here in Milwaukee. All right. We move on, I guess?
Yeah, like I said, much ado about nothing.
So when you were playing, what would that have turned into?
I don't know. Well, I don't think the player would have been so upset about the foul. It just would have been a foul. You just go on about your business.
I see. Paul doing some talking with Giannis still. As Doc Rivers has put in his bench, but Giannis still has free throws. And now him and Paul keep talking. Paul and Tony Brothers are having an animated discussion here. Officials are saying everyone can sub in. That was what originally started everything. Mitch Johnson calls timeout. Time for everybody to relax.
Yeah, Giannis
is still talking on his way to the bench. We'll take a 30-second break.
Like a fish inside.
He's flopping around. Is that what you...
There's a foul on Brooks.
Well, Terry Shannon comes right into the game. I mean, first possession gets in there. Nas kicks it out to him. He had to reach down and grab that thing to the lefty finish. Love it. Teammates were pumped. Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Been putting in the work. Alexander Walker over to Reed. Loads, fires, no good. Easton the board.
Oh my, oh my. Dylan Brooks is just trying to get him to the head.
Crowd rises to his feet. They love the animosity. This is a Bruin rivalry. Brooks gets under the skin of everybody. And got tied up with Ant coming down the floor.
I mean, Doka calls timeout. And Dylan Brooks and Jayshawn Tate have a similar idea. Get into the head of Anthony Edwards and distract him.
That's not a lot there, Jim.
No. Let's go back to Jayshawn Tate at the end of the first quarter, Michael.
Right side of your screen.
Yeah. Trying to get into the head of Anthony Edwards here. So now something that was a little smoke has now become a smoldering fire.
So they called a double foul and a flopping call.
That's the way you handle that situation. Great call by Curtis Blair. Dylan Brooks tries to draw a foul on Terrence Shannon Jr. Watch this. Tries to pull him and then flops down right here, and then Curtis Blair calls it. The fans love it. Great call, Curtis Blair. That's how you
Great call, Curtis Blair.
It's a good refereeing crew too. Matt Myers, great referee. Justin Van Dyne, veteran guy.
The talking continues. Alexander Walker on the move, over to Conley. Naz Reid lost the handle, stolen. Great defense by Tate. Whitmore, blocked by McDaniels. Landale has it, tied up by Reid, snags it away, pushed by Landale. Everyone on their feet. We got a battle.
Jayshawn Tate should be very careful here. So they were John during the out-of-bounds situation. And then Jayshawn Tate takes it from Nas, and Nas goes back and tries to get the possession himself. Just playing physical. Landale escalates the situation. What Nas did, there's nothing wrong with what he just did. He went and tied him up and snatched the basketball. And then everybody starts talking smack right now, so there's an escalation here. Nas has been through the battles before. That is a tough dude. You can't pump no Jersey guy, man. Like, you're not going to do that to Nas Reid.
Hey, Crunch wants in on it.
We have double technical fouls.